Again, this is Naginata at home with Aspire Dojo in London. Tonight we have Sophia, who is in Uppsala, who is gonna lead the practice for us. So whenever you're ready, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. I have been missing these sessions, but I'm still very grateful that I can lead one with you guys. And the focus for tonight's class will be a lot of leg strength as well as core. And the idea is that we will do some body weight exercises to strengthen our core muscles. And then we will try to incorporate it into basic Naginata techniques that we can do at home. So we'll start with quick ray and then some warm up. Okay? Onegaishimasu. So we start with the head and we will do it twice to look to the side and then once again. I will do a count on 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tilt to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight arms forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then quick shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the chest to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big hip rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then tiny hip rolls. Try to isolate from your legs and your stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we stretch our leg. Long step, back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the short step, tiny step, and bend your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we will do our hands. So forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we'll do some foot exercises. So we stretch our toes as high up as we can go with straight legs and knees, and then we walk back and forward in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, roku, shich, hach. And now we do the same thing, but on our heels. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. And now if any of you have weak ankles and you don't feel safe doing it, please repeat the toes and the heels. For the rest of us, we'll walk on the outside of our feet. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. And finally, on the inside of the feet. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Nice. Shake it out. So for the next part, we'll be working a bit with how we move our legs. And we will start by doing high knees. I have a quiet version of this exercise for those of you with neighbors. And then the ones of us who can be a bit noisier will do the noisy version. So we'll start with one leg and we will do high knees. And the important part is that instead of thinking that we're pulling up the leg, we're using the muscles on the back to push the leg up. So be mindful of using the back of your leg to push upwards. So we'll start with the right leg and do it quietly. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Other leg. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. So those of you who need to be quiet, you will repeat the same exercise, first on one leg, and then if anyone else can be noisy with me, we're gonna try and do both legs as quickly as possible. So, hajime. Yame. And then the quiet group, switch leg. The rest of us will do the same thing once more. Hajime. Yame. Nice. For the next one, we're gonna kick our legs backwards like this. So we're imagining that the floor is basically really hot lava and we want to touch it for as short as possible so we don't burn ourselves. So we start slowly, one leg at a time. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Other side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Same thing again. If you need to be quiet, repeat what we just did. Those of us who are noisy, we're going to try and do it as quickly as possible. Hajime. Yame. And once more. Yame. Nice. So we will try and bring this into a fumikaishi, working with how we move within Naginata. And we're going to start by going from one side to the other. So we're not moving forward yet. And we want to focus on the same feeling that we just had with the high knees, that we're using the back of the leg to thrust ourselves forward. And we thrust ourselves forward. Okay? We'll do 10, both sides. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. Nice work. We're going to do it once more. Focus on the back of your leg and try to keep your head as much as possible in the same place. So you don't want your head going back and forth. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. And now we're gonna do the same thing, but as if we're doing a hustle strike. So we will be doing a sokumen, but alternating on the place. So we won't be moving forward. And our focus is still on working with the backside of our legs. So hustle, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Very nice. Once more, focus on your legs and keeping your head in the same place instead of bobbing back and forward. So hustle, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. We will go from waki as if we're striking a do or in yokoguri. So from waki, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Again, remember to use the high knee technique as we're going forward. So from waki, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice work. I'll just check our timing. All right. So now we're going to focus more on the rest of the body, because the basic idea is that whenever we strike within Naginata, do I want to use this muscle to work with, or do I want to use these muscles to work with? We want to use the big and strong muscle groups whenever we're striking or moving. So we're going to do some body weight exercises to target our adductors, our glutes, our stomach, and our back. So we're going to start by lying down to do the adductors. So if you have a mat, please grab one. Most of you have done this before. So we will lie down and rest on our elbow. And we will target this part of our body and raise our leg upwards. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice work. Switch sides. Ich, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Great work. We'll stand up again. We're going to need our mats a little bit later. So same exercise, but standing up, much more similar to how we use it within Naginata. So we'll balance on one leg and then lift them up. So ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. So try to keep your upper body as upright as possible and not compensate by leaning to the sides. And the other leg, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. Shake it out. Get some blood in there. We're going to bring back our mats. No, wait. No, not yet. I forgot one. Next are the wide squats. So we're going to go down in a wide squat and hold it for a while. So we want a wide stance, wider than our shoulders. And depending on how your pelvis looks like, some of you will be very narrow with your feet. Other people will be more out. The important part is that you activate the inside of your thighs to push the knees out towards where your toes are going. So we'll do a few of these. So we go down, one, and then we want to hold it. Hold it down here, activate the glutes in the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we relax. And we go down once more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. And try to push yourself and get as close down to the floor as you can. One more. Try and get parallel here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. We'll do 2 more. Go down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Nice work. Shake it out. Now we're going to get our mats, if we have them. This next exercise is also going to target the glutes, the butt muscles, and we're going to go down on all our knees, on all 4, and make sure that your knee is right under your hip, so it's not too far back, not too far forward, but under the hip, and the hands are underneath the shoulders. And we're going to be lifting the knee up parallel to the floor. So we start with the left leg. So 1, and down, knee, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Little break. And then the other leg. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice work. We're gonna stay here on the floor. I'll just change to the side. And we're gonna do bridges. They also target the lower back and the glutes. Just adjust my neck a little bit. So we'll lie down with our knees up, and then we can use our hands to support against the floor, and we will clench our butt muscles and pull our hips up. All right, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach. Nice job. For the next one, we will be sitting down in a V formation. So if you are good at this exercise and want to challenge yourself, you can lift your legs up high. I'm not that comfortable with it, so I'm gonna bend my knees a little bit. And this will target our abs. So we prop ourselves up and lift your legs, and then we will let go and clench our abs to pull ourselves forward. And we're gonna hold this for a few seconds. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Very nice. You guys are pros at this. Okay, one more. Get ready. And clench your abs. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. And relax. Nice. Next, we will do a similar thing, but for our backs. So we will go down on our stomachs. And we will lift our arms and our legs at the same time. And then we're gonna hold it for a few seconds and then go down, and we'll do several of those. Okay, so ich and ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice work, everyone. I believe that was the last of the exercises I had prepared. Yes. So now we have strengthened our core. We have worked with our thigh muscles, the ab and adductors. We have worked with the glutes. We have strengthened our stomachs. and we've strengthened our backs. And we're gonna try and bring this into Naginata to give ourselves good posture, powerful strikes, and speed. All of these things are achieved by good posture. Yes. So the basic exercise I have for right now is that I'll get closer to the camera. So my hands represent muscles, and they can be completely relaxed. Very relaxed muscles are very quick, but they lack power. And then on the other hand, you can completely clench your muscles, and they get very strong, but also very slow, and you'll get tired out. And in Naginata, we want to have activated muscles in between. So we don't want them relaxed, or we do want some of them relaxed. We definitely don't want to clench them, but we want to have them activated. So we're going to try and incorporate this into a simple ukuriashi. I'll be working back and forth this way so you can see me. And I want to begin with, we start from Chudan, and I want everyone to be completely relaxed. Forget whatever you learned. We're gonna relax every muscle in our body and feel what that is like. So we relax everything, and then we will go mai and ato, completely relaxed. Mai, ato, mai, ato. It's quite nice, but not what we want. Now we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna clench everything. We're gonna be super stiff. We're really nervous. We're having a match and we're clenching everything. And we're gonna go mai, ato, mai, ato, mai, ato. And now we want to use more proper Naginata technique with the activated muscles. So the arms are relaxed, the shins and feet are relaxed, and instead we have activated core. So our glutes are activated, our stomach is activated, and our back is activated. Not clenched, but active. And we'll do it once more. Mai, ato, mai, ato, mai, ato. And then we'll switch side so we get the muscle memory on both sides. We're gonna be completely relaxed, not a muscle activated in our body, and we will go mai, ato, mai, ato. Notice how your body almost wants to bounce. And if we clench our muscles, we clench everything we have, we're super stiff, that's not gonna happen anymore. Mai, ato, mai, ato, mai, ato. But it's really tiring and we're too slow. So now we're gonna have our arms relaxed, our legs relaxed, and activated core. Chudan, mai, ato, mai, ato, mai, ato. Nice. Could you guys feel the difference? Give me a thumbs up if you could understand, if you felt the difference. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna, what are we gonna do? Yes, we're gonna do Sophia strikes. This time we will go forward and we will think about keeping this active core. So we will start from hustle and we will remember the back leg that pushes ourselves forward. And we're also gonna activate our glutes and our back and our stomach. And we will strike sokumen. So ich, and then back, hustle, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, same thing once more. And I want you guys to keep the activation when you're finished. So you're nice and powerful in the strike. And then when you're doing tsugiyashi back, you keep the tension in your core. So don't just relax and jump back, but keep it and let your legs relax. So once more from Hasta. Sokumen, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. What time are we on? Okay. We will do the same thing with the Do strike. So we will start from waki, and remember to have our activated glutes and back and stomach, and keep it the entire way in the Do. So we're going to do 10 Do, both sides. So from waki, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice. So a reminder to keep the strength in your core, but be relaxed in your legs so that from down here, I'm completely relaxed. So there is no preparatory lunge forward. I don't bend my knee or put weight forward. I'm always up here, and then from here, I'm pushing forward. So my upper body is always very straight. And this is possible because this is activated, but I keep my legs relaxed. So I don't have tension in my feet, making me ready to strike. Instead, I keep the legs relaxed so that they can be really quick. Okay, 10 more Do. From waki, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Nice work. A little breather. For the next part, we're going to do furikaishi men. I really enjoy the furikaishi because it's such a clear example of how you need to have some parts of your body very activated whilst other parts need to be relaxed. So for example, if I have struck men and my opponent will harai my naginata, so I will grab it into a furikaishi men. My arms need to be completely relaxed in order to make that movement quick and fluid. So my arms and my shoulders are relaxed, as well as my back foot, so that I can quickly change forward. If I have too much tension in the leg, I'm going to be slow. I'm going to be heavy and slow. If I have too much tension in my arms, they're going to be slow. But we still want the core to be powerful. We don't want it to be completely relaxed, but we want a strong core, but relaxed arms and a relaxed leg. Okay, I'll do this sideways So we'll do furikeishi men as if we're getting harai from a men. So ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Nice. So a reminder, keep your arms and your shoulders completely relaxed, and we will do 10 more. 10 more furikeishi men. So from a men position, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Nice. Okay. For the next part, we're soon done. We're going to do this last part, and then after that, we're going to stretch. We're going to focus on our center of gravity. So we have the center of gravity where the majority of our weight is, and we want it to be center. It's very common that in our strikes or in our kamae, we might be a little bit forward or a little bit back. It's also possible to be a bit too low with it. I used to have a very low center of gravity because my feet were too far out and my knees were a bit bent. So I had to shorten my stance and activate my glutes to get it up. It's also possible to have your center of gravity be too high, which means that you're working a lot with your chest muscles and your shoulders. You want to work with them, but not too much so that you start losing balance up here. So we're gonna feel where the center of gravity is. We're gonna start with sokusne, because it's very common that because we're aiming down towards sne, our entire body goes down with it. So my center of gravity moves here. But instead, I want it to be up here and then adjust my leg. So instead of getting down here. So we're gonna feel where your balance is. If it's too far forward, too far back, too high or too low, and adjust accordingly. So we will strike sokusne, sne from hasso. So remember that even though your monouchi is down there, you're still aiming straight forward. You're going straight forward with your body. So ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Nice. I'm trying to check your technique, it's hard. Okay, so the next technique we're gonna do is do. And at least I have been doing it for about 7 years. I have been cheating whenever I'm in waki. Instead of having my center of gravity here, I pull it forward because it's so hard to reach do. So I've always pulled my weight forward in order to reach a little bit better. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So we're gonna practice on keeping our posture straight and our center of gravity neutral. And the idea when we're striking do is that as we're pushing forward, our entire weight comes closer to the opponent. So we don't want to twist here. Then we're not going to reach. So we're gonna get forward with our entire gravity down here, but not when in waki. That's too early. It's when we twist that our body weight comes forward. So we're going to try doing this from waki. And then we're going to strike do. So ich, ni, sa, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna do 10 more, a little bit quicker. And now I'm gonna remind you the first exercise we did, which was working with the butt and the back of the leg to push forward. So the front leg is completely relaxed. This one's not doing anything, but this leg is gonna push forward. It's gonna push forward. If you want to exaggerate, you may raise your knee as well, but we all know that that's not actually a part of the technique. So once more, a little bit quicker and working with the back leg. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Good job, everyone. And then finally, we're gonna do the furikei-shimen again. And it's the same thing as with the do. In the do, our center of gravity will adjust forward as the leg pushes us. And this happens in furikei-shimen as well, except the leg is late. So somebody else strikes my naginata away from me, and I will immediately almost fall forward. Not completely, but similar. So the first thing that happens is that I will push my center of gravity forward, so I'm here. And then my arms and my legs will adjust for the final strike. So we want to focus on our center of gravity so that we really can reach and get forward with our core as fast as possible. Okay, furikei-shimen from men strike. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, roku, shich, hach, kyu, ju. Let's check the time. Okay, we have time for one more. So let's do furikei-shitsune. So it's the same thing as if we have been striking a men, and then we get a harai. And now we're gonna aim downwards, but the same as with the regular sne, even though our naginata is going down, our posture is still going forward. so we don't follow it down. We keep going forward even though the naginata is down there. So furikaishi sne. Ich. Ni. Sam. Shi. Go. Roku. Shich. Hach. Kyu. Ju. Okay, good job, everyone. So that was the main focus of today's class. And we're gonna do some stretching. And then afterwards, I'd love to hear any questions or comments, what you think, what works for you and what doesn't, in regards to working with the core and the legs. But now we're gonna do some stretching. And for this first one, if you have bad balance, please grab something to hold your balance. I don't want you to fall. Otherwise, we will grab the leg with one foot and then hold our other arm up. And then we're gonna balance and lean forward and push out the opposite leg. This is a really good stretch for our stomach and it gets our balance going. Very nice. Woo. And then the other side. Grab the other leg, hold the arm up, and lean forward and push out the foot. Very nice. And as for our now we're gonna do the hamstring stretch. So we're gonna reach down. If you get down here, that's fine. If you can get all the down all the way to the floor, that's great. Get down as far as you can. And then we're gonna grab behind our knees and bend them. So our stomach is touching our thighs. And then we're gonna exhale, we're gonna breathe out, and then we're gonna stretch out the knees, okay? So we hold it, and then we inhale and exhale and push out the knees. Straighten the legs. Very nice. Bend. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten out the knees. Bend. And exhale. Very nice. Whew. And we're gonna sit down. I can't be bothered getting my mat. No, I like sitting this way. And now we're gonna stretch the calf muscles. So we're gonna try and, if you can reach your toes, that's great. If you're not there, hold on to your legs. And you wanna curl the toes, so you want the toes to point towards you. And then you can bend the knees a little bit. And then we're gonna stretch forward as much as we can. And nice. Shake it out. And now we're gonna do a glute stretch. So we're gonna put the foot on the opposite knee and balance. So if you want more feeling in your stretch, you can bring the leg closer to you, and you can also move the foot further out to the side, or like so your knee points to the other side. And then we should feel it in the glute. And switch foot. And nice. So we're going to take the right foot and hand and bring it to the other side of the knee. And we're going to hold our arm against the knee. And then we're going to twist to the other side. So this is a back twist. You can push against the knee and twist backwards. Ooh, feels good. Other side. Bring the foot to the opposite knee. Hold your arm against the bent knee and twist. And you should be feeling this between your shoulder blades. Ooh, nice. And then we have a final twist. I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little bit. So we're gonna be lying down, T-pose, with our arms out, make a crocodile twist. So we take one knee, cross it over to the other side, and hold it against the floor. So I wanna hold this knee and the opposite shoulder against the floor for a nice back stretch. And then we twist back. Take the other knee, twist it over to the side, and push the other shoulder down. If you're not feeling enough, you need to push your knee and your shoulder down more towards the floor. And we go back. So that's all I had prepared for today. Thank you very much for taking this class with me. I had a lot of fun, and if anyone has any questions or comments about what we did today, I'd love to hear it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice subjects.
Yes, very, very interesting.
Okay, great.
Sophia, very nice. It was a very nice class.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you very
thank you very much.
I don't think anyone had touched that subject before, so it's actually.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm lucky. Great.
Body mechanics is always really important, and we never talk about it enough. So
Yeah.
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah, because I was thinking that since it's online, like there's limitations to how much feedback you can give, and then I figured that doing proper body exercise is pretty easy to do online. So we always need to work on that, especially if people are at home and we're not moving as much as possible. Yeah.
Definitely.
Anything that? Sorry. No. Okay. Well, if nobody had anything, thank you very much for today.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
So next week we have Eduardo Brito from Braga, who is going to lead the practice the week after. For the... All right. Right. Thank you very much, Sophia, for the class today, and see you all next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Folks.
Bye. Thank you. See you next week.